to say that they think that it's total bullshit with Zach and Nick, what's going on this week, and that they were always the ones. They said they didn't even realize.
Wait a minute, this is for real? And I've been saying that this is all a fucking show.
I got them to say, well, I certainly think that that's an extremely fair point to make, has a lot of basis in possible, validity.
From both Zach and Nick said this?
No, both Mike and Kale said that up until the time this was outed, they didn't really even totally comprehend, but the truth of the matter was that Zach and Nick, they had the sub-alliance within the alliance.
Yes.
They were looking out for each other. They weren't really looking out for the four of them. The other two were just their extra numbers. And I said, so they've been putting on these grand shows or whatever. Kale said, I didn't even know they were doing that. That's just ridiculous. And Mike said, yeah, that seems pretty far-fetched to me. I don't believe that all of a sudden, the day after we're all outed on this, that now they suddenly hate each other, and that there's this rift there. There's never been a rift before, no matter what they say, and I don't think there's a rift now.
Can I ask y'all a question? Who always brings up, between Zach and Nick, who always brings up the other?
Nick always brings up Zach.
Thank you.
Always.
Thank you. And the same thing with Jim.
I mean, he will literally like grab me out of a situation and come and talk to me about Zach. And
constantly.
It is no stabilizing or equal. What's the word? Equal.
Yeah, equality between.
Equality. Thank you. Between it, it is extreme.
Were you guys outside when Nick walked outside and he goes 45 seconds and he sits down?
Yeah, I was out there.
Okay, you were there, and I go, oh, a minute, and then sure enough, like Zach came after, and it's just like, and it's like constant. They were like, he always tells me if I miss what went on, he'll tell me what went on and what he said to him and this and that.
It's ridiculous.
It is. It really is.
Although
it's total bullshit.
The thing is that
also he got all sorry that go ahead.
The thing is, we need to worry about the problem at hand, and that hand is that this week we need to figure out if Mike is going home or Kale is going home. I believe that next week Zach has to go, and that's just a house thing. That's a house thing. The week after that,
but it also helps us with separating all of these people, and it would cut Nick off. Who do you want, Nick?
You want Nick on next week?
That
and I want them against each other.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And I say that
absolutely.
And I say that because Zach, let's face it, is a Kale. Without Nick, he's lost. So he's just another body here. Easy vote for the next week, and he's out.
However, he is never a vote to save any of us and never a vote for any of us for the final jury.
Keep this in mind.
So are we sure we don't want him out 5-5 because he's never going to vote for any of us to win the money?
Definitely by then. Who wants to be?
Keep this in mind. Who is the one being obvious? Who's the one being obvious in this, and who's the one that's not? Zach isn't. Nick is. Okay, so Zach has some sneaky fucking shit, and I played chess with him plenty of that he knows that I know. He's got 5 moves planned ahead. I told you guys.
But he doesn't. But he doesn't have the social
support.
Relationships to pull anything off.
No,
so he might know what he needs to do, but it doesn't mean he can do it.
On multiple occasions, and one today. In fact, one today, he wants me to team up with him in an alliance. He asked me today.
What?
This is the third time, you guys. I don't think you guys understand the desperation that he sees
never
out in
fucking
me.
spoken to me. So I'll tell you that.
He has desperately sought after me for an alliance due to the fact that I have relationships with each and every single one of you.
And that's his lack of socializing. And
are you going to turn around and tell him that you told us all this?
Absolutely
not. That's what it is.
No, I don't speak to that about that.
You can be the Joe now.
What do you mean? What, right?
If he was to do that, I would tell him that I told everyone.
I have no desire to do it. I don't think that we need to publicly inform everyone that we know everything. Let everyone think that they have situations under control when they don't.
Go
Let them
with the
think
flow.
that they're doing well. Let them think that they have a handle on things when in all actuality we're 30 steps ahead of where they are because they're blowing up their own spots left and right. Just let these people shoot themselves in the foot and sign their own fucking marching papers out the door. We don't need to fucking help anyone out of the shit they've created for themselves. If they want to fucking hang themselves, then just give them a little rope and let them do it.
The way I looked at it and the way that I've handled it this week is just, I feel like they've all kind of isolated themselves by outing each other and turning on each other and everything else. And me making it public knowledge to everyone in this house, including them, has gotten so much more information out there. Where if I was to keep this whole week to myself, like a Kale would have never fucking shared any of this. A Jen would have never shared it. That they're going to you and they're telling you because of this. They're telling you more. They're telling you more. When I brought them in here individually, you know, Zach was perfect. He goes, "Tell me what you know." I'm like, "Fuck you. I know everything. You tell me what you know, so I know you're not lying, and don't hold anything back."
thing is that, you know, Zach has approached me several times, you know, and with one today, he said, well, I want to solidify something with you before tomorrow, because if I win HoH, he goes, I see you as a threat, and blah, blah. And I was like, don't fucking threaten me.
I would tell him, if he
don't fucking threaten
listen,
me. And, but wait, I'm not done.
Wow.
And then,
oh my God.
And then the thing is that all of this has transpired in this past week, and he knows that everybody knows, and yet he has not come clean to me, and he's seeking me out as an alliance. Fuck you.
And let me also make this point that I did it not for one minute by the fact that Zach and Nick are not competing for HoH, and nobody should buy that as well.
Nick is the one that's
the fact that they all run around here to each and every one of us and say, I don't want it, I don't want it, I think that is
Nick was running around saying, I convinced Zach not to go for it.
Yeah. Oh, and then Zach comes to me today. Zach comes to me today, and he straight up tells me, he goes,
still here outside of here.
Zach straight up tells me.
Danielle was yelling at me in here. They can hear the kitchen.
Okay. He straight up tells me, he goes, I am gunning so hard for HoH this week.
Who said that?
Zach. He said, I want it so bad. He goes, I can practically smell it on my...
If Zach stands in front of me, let me just make this point perfectly clear to forewarn everyone.
Don't say that you're step on his when Papa got in trouble for that.
If Zach stands in front of me and has the audacity to even attempt to phrase something that sounds like a threat towards me, I will stand in front of him and tell him, Zach, you're a dirty fucking molester. We all fucking hate you. Don't ever threaten me ever again, and you are sending yourself fucking home. You are leaving the house this week. I said, if he is lucky he didn't fucking try and say that. He is lucky he didn't say what you just said he said to you to me. If he fucking said, because I think you're a threat, so let's solidify anything right now, or otherwise you're going up, I would tell him, Zach, you just signed your fucking deal out the door, buddy, because you're a fucking moron. Is this kid fucking kidding himself?
Couldn't believe that. Well, and I said, well, because he goes, well, honestly, you're rather intimidating. I think you're scary. I think you're a good player. And I just turn around.
He had the nerve to call somebody scary.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, basically, that was a threat. It was a threat to me by him telling me that he is intimidated and scared and threatened by me. He's telling me that if he wins HoH, he's gonna fucking put me up.
He hasn't even come close to winning anything.
And so
he's been pathetically awful in every event.
So the thing is, I just stood there and I smiled and I go, well, I appreciate that compliment. Thank you. Like, fuck you.
You good, Gus.
And you do know, of course, obviously, that as it relates specifically to you, that he has a problem with Amber, so...
Yes. Oh, yeah, and he's brought that up.
What?